lovely. It's me, Marie. And this is Fall Flare, the most emo sim that came out of my 100 Baby Challenge. Non-conforming as can be, if you will. As his higher power, I am assisting him in befriending the Grim Reaper and learning the secrets of Ambrosia on Twitch. And yes, this cute Patu is on the gallery. I've included all of the Kaz items from the Reaper rewards on the gallery from weeks 1 through 4, and my name on the gallery is JMarie94. Fall actually died himself a while back while I was playing with some of his other siblings, but now he's back. And now the reason Fall wants to befriend the Grim Reaper and all that jazz is because he learned that his sibling died by Firefly at the temple in Cell Del Verada. It was insane, and kind of their fault. His brothers visited him in his new house and asked if he would bring them back, and Fall agreed. And to make Ambrosia, he's got to do a lot of gardening, which is where the greenhouse comes in. Having plants sheltered in game keeps them in season through all seasons. So without further ado, let's go! Now here I was trying to arrange the trees in a way that I could actually build a structure. I had to get all this stuff out of the way, but I wanted to keep the plants. So here we are, moving things. And now we're getting into actually building a structure. So I wasn't really sure how I would sort of put in sort of a platform. I wanted to kind of cut up the space in a way that it wouldn't just be one big warehouse of plants, you know? I thought it kind of would look a little bit better to have maybe a platform in the back with some stairs and a little bit of railing to kind of make it look more industrial. So here I am putting the stairs in and putting a couple railings in. I wanted it to kind of look like he went and like built this or got it built, because this is a very huge building, but he went and got it built so that he could, you know, plant more things and stuff like that. And now I'm just trying to figure out where to put all the different plant pots and plants, because arranging it inside was probably the hardest part, because I wanted the trees in a certain area so that it wouldn't be too cluttered, you know? So I'm moving stuff around and just trying to figure out where am I gonna put all these plants. So that is a small thing that happens throughout the video. I'm streaming my gameplay to my laptop and sometimes it disconnects. So you'll be seeing those silly bits pretty much throughout, but it doesn't keep us from trucking on. And you know, while you're building, gotta keep saving. Especially because I'm on console, sometimes my game will crash if I'm building for too long. I have an older Xbox, but it does great with what I needed to do, so it's fine. But here I am just trying to figure out how to decorate the space, because I kind of want it to look like he's gardening in here and not just a bunch of plants and a bunch of pots, you know what I mean? Now for this decor, I'm actually using a lot of the Blooming Rooms kit and the Greenhouse Haven kit. They're great for sort of gardening clutter. I found those fans, and you'll see later that I'll use the windows from the kit and the door. It's really nice and lets in a lot of light for your plants, even though technically they don't need them. Now you're probably wondering how to do that, opening your cheat menu with the console. You'll use your triggers and your bumpers all at the same time. All four. Click them. Now you'll see me kind of testing out to see which windows and doors kind of work for this structure. I noticed that there was a lot of overlap, or I ended up having to use a lot of overlap. I really wanted to use those windows that are open. They're so cute, but they're not big enough. So I had to go ahead and use some different windows. You'll kind of see that I decide to use a little bit of patterning there. And you'll see that to hide sort of those blank walls that I went ahead and added a wallpaper that was black to sort of blend all the windows into the structure and all the different windows, obviously. And now we're roofing. My least favorite part of the building. It's really hard to roof when it's not a very, I guess, maybe more complicated structure, because I didn't want the roof to just be one big long thing, as you'll see here. I do end up changing that later on, but now I'm just kind of spacing out these windows, kind of make sure that they at least reach the corners, even though some of them overlap. And now you'll see me sort of jump back inside, because I feel like now that I've got the windows in, it feels like a greenhouse now. So let's figure out how to put all this different stuff in here so that Fall can actually do his gardening. Now you're probably wondering, how did I do that? Moving items up and down with Move Objects sheet. You'll use your triggers and press up and down on the D-pad. I think now that the windows are in and we've got our stairs, I think it's all coming together. I'll start to put some of the stuff on the outside to kind of make it look more homey, like it's a part of the property, and start placing those plants. He actually also has plants beside his house, some snapdragons and some lilies, to make the property kind of feel a little bit more romantic. Yeah, I found this really cute light from the Greenhouse Haven kit, and it kind of looks like it's helping the plants grow, so I thought I'd add that in. Here I'm also adding in some more clutter. I was trying to see if something could fit in that back space back there, or if we could add some more clutter. So I kind of decided to go with these hanging plants. They kind of look cute and a part of the space. It turns out the shelf kind of didn't work out because it wasn't playable. So I went ahead and removed those. Now, some of the plants did not make it into the greenhouse. They were flowers, but I didn't really need those for the challenge, so I went ahead and took those and put them beside the property. And you'll see me add that flooring from the Greenhouse Haven kit. It's so perfectly imperfect. There's little plants that's peeking out from between each of the tiles, and I just thought it was so cute and really adds character to this build. With the lighting, I wanted it to feel a little bit more industrial, as our synth is very rock and roll.
Ouch!
But sometimes with building, it's kind of great to have a look around. Like, let's take a look at your work, let's see what you've done. And I wanted to look around to see like how it would look, all the close-up shots. Like it feels like a real greenhouse in a lot of ways. And I really like to add sort of a cartoony realism to all my builds. And sometimes when you're looking around, you see kind of stuff that you missed. And with this, I gotta fix the roof. Now I'm adding a little bit of terrain paint. I kind of want to blend this new building in with the rest of the house. It kind of helps to kind of draw around the corners of the building and the sides. I'm also trying to build a nice little worn-in trail for him. And that will make it sort of look like he's walking back and forth to this greenhouse a lot, and maybe have placed some rocks down as a little walkway. And now it's all done. Now I came back at night to kind of take a look at this all lit up. I got the windows right, I put the fans in, and there's Fall, you can see him inside. And we're just taking a look around, we're checking out all of the windows and the structure, and I was able to put in a little surprise. I got the clear roofing from the Greenhouse Haven kit, and it looks great mixed with the matching sort of roofing from the other main house. And honestly, I love how it turned out. It looks great, and I think Fall really liked it too. It's pretty easy to keep all the plants in season. It looks great. It's decorated well. I love that glass ceiling, and it blends in with the other house, I think, pretty well. Thank you for joining me on this quaint little journey in building my summer greenhouse for the Reaper Rewards Challenge. We are coming up on, I think, week 5 now, and so I've never made ambrosia before, so honestly, I think this is kind of a fun little journey that we're on with the lead up to the new pack. So thanks again for stopping by, and I'll see you on the next one. Bye!